Where were you Tuesday, September the 11th, 2001 at about 9:30 in the morning? I had just left an English class and was riding home with a friend from Pitt Community College in Greenville, North Carolina. It's strange how details like this can be remembered even after 10 years have passed. On the tragic day of September the 11th, 2001, our way of life and very freedom came under attack. On that day, there were 4 terrorist attacks against the United States. At 8:46 in the morning, American Airlines Flight 11 crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. At 9:03, United Airlines Flight 93 crashed into the South Tower. At 9:37 in the morning, Airlines Flight 77 crashed into the Pentagon. And then at 10:03, United Airlines Flight 175 crashed into a field in Pennsylvania instead of the Capitol after passengers took it over. There were many victims from this terrorist attack. About 3,000 people died from the World Trade Center and airplanes. 125 people died at the Pentagon. 346 rescue personnel died. 422,000 New Yorkers now suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, and 1,300 orphans were created. Rescuers saved lives that would have otherwise been lost. As victims fled from the scene, rescuers rushed toward the flames and falling debris. We should never forget the tragedies of 9/11. This will be ensured by the numerous memorials, including the Pentagon Memorial, Flight 93 National Memorial, and the National September 11 Memorial at Ground Zero. The National September 11 Memorial in New York City was open to the public on Monday, September 12, 2011. Victims' families toured the memorial on Sunday, September the 11th, 2011, on the 10-year anniversary. It has reflecting pools surrounded by bronze panels engraved with the names of those lost on September 11th and in the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. It sits in the footprints of where the towers once stood. It's made of dark granite and has cube-shaped pools that are 1¼ acre in size. They are the largest man-made waterfalls in North America, and hundreds of trees line the paths to the reflecting pools. Americans came together after the attack. We came together as we came together during World War II. People flew flags. People waved at each other. People came from far and near and cooked for and looked after the rescuers. Homeland Security received much funding. In closing, I would like to share with you my personal thoughts about how Americans show inspiration and commemorate that fateful day some 10 years ago. 10 years ago, America witnessed a horrifying attack against our ideals, our people, and our peace of mind. September 11 was a political assassination, and 2 enormous symbols of American democracy were the targets. Americans refused to be threatened in the face of terror. We live in a society that scoffs at terrorists and faces them with zeal and honor. In a letter to James Lewis in May 1789, Thomas Jefferson wrote, "If our house be on fire, without inquiring whether it was fire from within or without, we must try to extinguish it." We knew that our house was on fire, and the fire came from within, and we began extinguishing the fires. 10 years ago, on September 11th, Americans showed signs of solidarity, and we continue today. All Americans, Greeks, Chinese, Pakistanis, and Mexicans, all Americans, continue to fly the American flag in solidarity. All Americans participate in the running of our government. All Americans stand for liberty and freedom, opportunity and equality. All Americans are a lamp for the world. Just as it was Lincoln's hope at the Gettysburg battlefield that the dead should not be lost in vain, it's my hope that the victims of September 11th did not die in vain. That day has left us with more than fear, vengeance, and hopelessness. The diverse people of America became acutely aware that a government of and for the people can only function effectively when its citizens become active and participate in that government. What we saw that sunny September morning was a realization of a nightmare. America must continue to stand as a beacon to the world, just as our ancestors sought refuge under the lamp of the Statue of Liberty. Americans must continue to stand for the liberty and freedom, opportunity and equality. We must be a lamp for the world.
I was present for this speech.
And I was present for the speech.